Hello viewers, how are you? I'm your host and coach Indres Gautam and you're watching the English Horizons. Dear class 12 students, I'm really very excited about starting teaching you poetry as soon as possible. But before starting it right away, I think we should have some basic knowledge of literature, its meaning and its forms. When we hear the word literature for the first time, the very first question that arises in our mind is what the literature is. Though it is tough to define it in a few words, but we can say literature comprises of the writings which not only reflect the concrete outlook of humanity but also has an everlasting aesthetic and creative value. With the sublime treatment, here we are only concerned with the literature available in English or generally known as the English literature. तो लिटरेचर में ये सब कुछ सम्मिलित है, वो सारे लेख जो समाज को या लाइफ को या मानवता के दृष्टिकोण को प्रस्तुत करता है और जिसमें कुछ सौंदर्य बोध है, कुछ रचनात्मकता है और उसका ट्रीटमेंट बहुत उत्कृष्ट है. तो हम आगे जब भी पढ़ेंगे तो इंग्लिश लिटरेचर, अंग्रेजी साहित्य को पढ़ेंगे. साहित्य को समाज का दर्पण भी कहा जाता है. एक्चुअली लिटरेचर रिफ्लेक्ट्स लाइफ एंड सोसाइटी. Coming to its classification, literature of any language can be divided into three major genres: poetry, prose and drama. साहित्य का वर्गीकरण करें तो इसे हम मुख्य रूप से तीन भागों में बांट सकते हैं: काव्य, गद्य और नाट्य. Now we shall try to understand what poetry is. Actually, no exact definition of poetry can be given. The very nature of poetry makes it almost impossible to define it in a very exact way. Many have tried, but nobody has given a satisfactory definition of poetry. Though the scene is not so disappointing, we can consider some definitions by our great poets, not 100% satisfactory, but nearly satisfactory, we can say that. I would like you to think over the definition given by William Wordsworth. He defines poetry as the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. Please pay heed to the keywords: spontaneous, overflow, powerful feelings. Spontaneous means poetry arises out on its own. It cannot be created by efforts. It arises out on its own. Second thing, overflow. Overflow means overwhelming, brimming out of powerful feelings. Feelings which render you helpless to express them. To express them in the form of a poem. Such feelings, so powerful feelings, when they overflow, a poet writes a poem. So nobody, without having promptings from within, can write a poem. So poetry happens when someone feels inspired or prompted from within. इस बात को, इस परिभाषा को यदि हिंदी में समझें तो ऐसे जैसे कि बहुत ही शक्तिशाली एहसासों का, भावनाओं का स्वतः स्फूर्त ओवरफ्लो है। जब बहुत ज़्यादा भर गई हैं, अब उनको वी नीड टू वेंट देम आउट इन सम वे, उनको बाहर निकालने की ज़रूरत है। देन दिस फीलिंग्स कंपेल यू टू राइट अ पोएम। देन ये एहसास ही आपको काव्य लिखने के लिए प्रेरित करते हैं। पोइट्री हैज़ rhyme, rhythm, meter, music, and above all, feelings. I will make a separate video on the technical terms of poetry. Now, coming to prose. What is prose? Prose is a form of language confined in the ordinary grammatical structures and paragraphs. It is devoid of meter, rhyme, rhythm, music, and sometimes it is not as influential. Not sometimes, it is often not so influential as poetry. Poetry casts greater influence, it is magical. Its spell can take you to the other world. In our day-to-day life, we actually use prose in our conversations. Prose is flat and straightforward. Let's try to find out the differences between prose and poetry. Poetry appeals your emotions, while prose appeals your logical faculty, your reasoning. You can say poetry is generally emotional. Poetry appeals your heart, while prose your brain. Poetry has music of words and sounds and rhythm, while prose doesn't have these things. That's why poetry demands the literary craftsmanship, so that you can pour emotions in the boundaries of meter. Some minor differences are every line in a poem begins with a capital letter, while in prose, not every line but every sentence begins with a capital letter. Though there may be some deviations from the parameters we discussed about poetry, but as I told you, it's impossible to define it in exact way. For example, the modern poetry is not emotional, it's extremely intellectual actually. But we shall not go into that. हिंदी माध्यम के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए मैं कह रहा हूँ कि जो प्रोज है, गद्य है, वो पद्य से इस तरह अलग है कि उसमें मीटर, राइम या तुकबंदी या लय ये सब नहीं होता है, म्यूजिक नहीं होता है। वो म्यूजिक जो शब्दों और उनके साउंड से उत्पन्न होता है, और कोई मीटर नहीं होती है, कोई ऐसा एक मीटर जिसमें हम पोइम को लिखते हैं, वो सब नहीं होता है प्रोज में, जिसको हम हिंदी में गद्य कहते हैं। और प्रोज हम डे टू डे अपनी डेली लाइफ में प्रोज ही, गद्य ही प्रयोग करते हैं, पोइट्री नहीं। और इसमें अंतर जो हमने आपको बताया है कि काव्य जो है आपके हृदय को आह्लादित करता है, उसको अपील करता है, जबकि जनरली सामान्य तौर पर प्रोज जो है वो आपके दिमाग को, आपके मन को अपील करता है। I think that's enough for now. We shall continue in the next video. Dear viewers, if you think my information or my content is helpful in understanding literature and its properties, and you find it informative, so do subscribe it, my channel, and also share and like. Thank you very much. See you in next video. Bye.